Welcome back, World YouTube. I'm just getting started setting up my tent, getting ready for the grow season this year. As you remember, last year I grew outside and it was just annoying most of the time. So this year I decided I'm going to do it indoors. Unfortunately, my big tent doesn't fit where I need it to fit. It's 60 by 60 by 80 and it's just too big and doesn't work. This little one here is a 36 by 36 by 53, I think. So it should fit in there. I can get a couple of plants in there easy enough. Right now I'm testing lights. I have three separate lights and I'm just testing the lumens reading on them. As you can see, I've got the gauge on the floor. This one right now is a 600 watt. You can see it's one of the purple ones. The camera doesn't like it that much. But the lumens on it it's running 374. I doubt you can read that right now because it's just so far away. And that light is a 600 watt light, or it's supposed to be a 600 watt light. It's only doing 373s, 374. I've been trying a couple other ones out. I have these are two 300 watt lights. They're both from Galaxy Hydro, same model number, same everything. And this one over here on my left is actually just brighter. According to the gauge, this one is brighter than the other one. So I'll probably be using this one. I am thinking about getting a new light from Mars Hydro, but I haven't decided yet. This right now is going to be the one I'm going to be using unless I change my mind and order a new one. I have my timer set up on top. I have one of these nifty little timers right here. It's a power strip with a timer built in. You can see the light in the back is poking through just because I haven't put any of the vent in. There's the blower for it that's going to be sucking air out. I have two canisters. I have a big canister and a little one. I'm probably going to be running the little one because this is a little tent. It's going to go up here in the corner, in this corner right here, just inside the door. So it's blocked by this piece of the wall right here, so I'm not hitting my head on it. I'm going to be using this big blower right here, just because the last time I used this tent, I used a little filter with this little 4-inch inline duct fan, and it only moves 200 CFM, and it just wasn't enough. It just would not pull enough air to filter that tent to keep it cool or do anything with it. So I'm going to go with the bigger blower this time around, which is for the other tent. But I'm going to do the bigger blower. I'm going to use an adapter, and I will just adjust the speed on it as I need it. So not to overwork it too much. This is a nice tent. I got it years ago. It's got 2 entries on it. It's got one on the front. There's one on the right side of it. It's got vents down at the bottom, as you can see. It's got 3 of them. Got inlet up here at the top, inlet at the bottom, little inlets on the front and the side there just for power cords and stuff. It works pretty well. I've grown in it before. It's just a small tent. I was thinking about getting another one that's not this wide but longer, or actually it would be wider than this but not as deep. So it would be 48 inches wide and 24 inches deep. Because the problem I had with this tent the last time around is if you have a lot of plants in here, getting to the ones in the back can be problematic because they're in the back and you got to go over all the other plants. But this time around, I'm only going to do maybe 1 or 2 photo plants, and then the rest are going to be autos, I think. I have the timer on top, but I also have these digital timers like this one here. They have tape on them right now because the last time I used them, they have a little LED right here in the front to tell you that it has electricity. And of course, as you know, that can be a problem in a grow tent. It's not a problem when you're growing outside, but for some reason, any light leakage in a grow tent is the detriment of everything. At least that's what people will tell you. I don't know how that works when you grow outside. You get light leakage from everywhere when you grow outside, from the moon, from city lights. You get light coming in from everywhere, and the plants seem to do fine. The only issue with them is, like I had the problem last year, where they grow on. They keep. It seems to mess with the timing. And here where I am in New England, um, when it hits September, it's cold. It's starting to get cold at night, and you can't be outside growing anymore. And that really, messes with the plants. I do have to get a few things. I got to get some more ducting. This is a 4-inch ducting. I'm going to order some 6-inch with an adapter, or some 6-inch or 8-inch, whatever this thing is. I think it's a 6-inch. Just to get an adapter to go from the 4-inch filter to a 6-inch duct, and just use the duct. That way, if I change my mind and want to go to the bigger canister, I can. And I don't have to buy new ducting. I do have a fan. I have yet to find I want to find a small fan this size that oscillates. But I have not found one. I've looked and looked and looked, and all I can find is a really big 18-inch ones. In this little tent, I don't need a big old ginormous fan. I need just a little bitty fan. It'd be great if it oscillated, had more speed control, but it is what it is, right? That's the update I got this time around. I haven't decided if I'm going to use the grow bags this time, or if I'm going to use plastic pots. I have my fertilizers all lined up, and I'll probably cover that in the next video that I'm going to do, because the next video I think is going to be the seeds should be here, and we should be able to get them germinated and get them in the tent and get it started. I just got to make sure I put the thermometer in there, just so I can make sure what my temperatures are in the tent, my humidity levels, and we'll go from there. See you next time.